What's up, everybody? Austin Hawes.
Baxter.
All right, and today we are at S.K. Pierce Mansion in Gardner, Massachusetts. We have a couple special guests here. We're going to be investigating and showing you guys a little bit about the history here. So enjoy.
Let's get it.
We are entering what looks to be like a living room.
This was, I believe they said this was Sylvester's study. Sylvester was the man who owned the factory actually across the street right there that's still standing.
It was a chair factory.
And built this house because of that. So
Very wealthy man. You guys are going to see how gorgeous this house is.
none of the furniture, to what I understood, is original, except the little chairs sprinkled throughout, because those were built in the factory, so they weren't even original to here.
Yeah.
But they're here now. They've been brought over the years.
Can we just take a moment and look at this thing?
What did they call that? Something mermaid.
I think Jason Hawes, I think.
I see the resemblance.
Speaking of my father, there he is. He actually filmed 2 episodes of Ghost Hunters here.
Two, really?
Yeah, back at, I think he said 2008 and 2013, I think.
Do you know why he came back? Because it was so good?
Probably, I would assume so. I didn't ask, but I'll probably have to ask him.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Good look at what the house looks like.
A lot of people have actually taken pictures here. Right here. A lot of people have taken pictures here, and they frame up the pictures that people take on their phones and stuff that show apparitions. And it's pretty cool. There's a lot of activity here, so it's pretty cool. All right. Let's walk in. Look at these just Victorian ceilings.
This place is dressed so well. It kind of transports you.
Yeah.
And they said this is the main entrance here. They don't use it anymore. We were on the side over there, but this is the main entrance that goes to the main staircase here.
Let's go to Mr. Pierce's wife's. Which wife's room was this?
Well, it was built for his first wife, but she died right after they built the house. So I think it was used by his second wife.
Second wife.
That was my understanding.
When we were kind of getting a little tour of this place, the lady was telling us that they would actually do caskets right here, and like open caskets.
Yeah, open casket.
Yeah, because they didn't really have any funeral homes back then, back in the 1800s. So, yeah, 1800s.
Yeah, so they'd come when someone died in the house, they'd put them right there for the family to visit, and then skip the funeral home process completely. These are some of the things you were talking about over there, the evidence caught, if you will, pictures of.
Yeah, look at that right there. They have no idea what that is. If any of you guys want to kind of put your input on what you think that is, it looks like it has a horn.
Yeah, I think it's weird looking.
Looks like a unicorn.
It's like what's the guy from Harry Potter? Dobby.
Oh.
Dobby.
Yeah, but it also looks like, I don't know. It looks like when they like those Voldemort and stuff like shape and like fly off. Like,
yeah.
How their body morphs.
Yep.
I don't know. That looks like something straight out of like a horror movie.
One thing is for certain, I don't want to see that.
No. Another thing else that they see, it appears to be a figure of a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And they captured a picture down. I'll see if I can get the picture and show you guys. But the neighbor took a picture of the house, and in the basement, there was a woman that was floating in front of the window and had like long hair. It looked like something straight out of like The Ring.
It literally looked like out of a horror movie.
It was creepy. They also caught a picture. It looked like a short man. He was standing in the corner, and he looked like an older man. It was creepy. I mean, he was pretty short though, but yeah, crazy. Here are some other things. Things in the doorway. This looked like it was a kid. Look at this. This man took a picture. He used to work on the house and stuff. Look what's in the corner. They zoomed in right here. Looks like a child. Let's see if we can catch some stuff like that tonight.
If I saw any of these things with my own eyes, I probably would leave.
I believe this is the original dumbwaiter, is what I believe it's called. I could be wrong.
Yeah, and this is a replica
Replica.
of what that would have looked like, not broken.
And very old.
And it's kind of crazy too. That was built to be put back in. They were going to put that back in the wall, but then the gentleman who built it passed away in the process, and they ended up not being able to put in. And then fast forward to today, fire marshal said no dumbwaiters, so it's closed up now.
This tour is going to be very long. This place is huge, and there's just so much to show you guys before we do an investigation tonight. So, yeah. Look at how big these stairs are. There's actually four floors here.
Yeah, including the basement. 4 full floors. Yeah.
My legs are going to be dead.
And we also were told too, pretty interesting side bit. This, I don't know what you call this grand woman at the base of the stairs. This used to be gold, and the original gold one was taken by an auctioneer when the house was up for auction. So now they have this one. But could you imagine how grand that is?
Imagine just like talking to your grandparents and just finding this gold statue in your thing, and just they explaining it's pure gold and worth thousands of dollars.
Yep. Being like, cool.
Actually, let's go downstairs first.
Yeah.
All right, we are gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna turn on my lights.
Oh, good call.
All right. Downstairs is where they see that thing that I may have said some rude things about. Just feels weird down here.
I know, it really does. I think it's part of it's because like we're used to these huge ceilings, right?
I think
like
it's
8-10 feet.
I think the other scary part is that the pictures the lady showed us that like was very disturbing. All right. It's cold down here. All right. So this room right here is the room that has a lot of history here at the house for not being much of a room in the basement. You see that?
Yeah.
Should we go check it out?
Why not, man?
I mean, we're not even investigating yet. Hello?
What do we know what this giant brick thing is? She didn't say anything about it.
I don't know, but I heard a noise from it, so.
It's a little creepy.
I
mean, it had to have like purpose when the house was built. Now they store the shutters in here.
James, what happened here? A lady found a bone in here. This used to be a fire pit, kind of?
Yeah, so they used to cook on it. So you used to start a fire in here, and then they'd put, a tray over this, and they'd cook on it. And during some renovation process recently in the last, 100 years, they found a human bone in there.
They found one when they were digging it up. Turned out it was a forearm, or was it a hand?
Forearm.
Police got involved, and then psychics actually came here. And whether you guys believe it or not, it turned out that people came through to them, and it was a 16-year-old woman. It was actually not a nanny. She was a
servant.
She was like a servant here, and she was 16 years old. She got pregnant, and she was here at the house, which is kind of scary. But it just shows how back then, how corrupt and
you could do anything.
You could do anything with money, and the fact that she must have been whoever was in here, if it was her, was and put in there, which is just sad.
And the crazy part too is that that story checks out because the bone was dated and they found out it was a 16-year-old girl.
Yeah.
So that story does check out,
Yeah.
which is wild.
Who knows what really happened?
Well, it's crazy that there wasn't even like a missing person report. Like servant, they just don't even care. No one cared.
You can just replace one.
Exactly.
And it's
those
sad.
servants didn't exist to the outside world, so they were like tangible objects.
And besides the bone being in here, this window right here took a picture of this window. I'm 6'3". Like I am 6'3", and I'm standing here. Like this woman's head was up here in that picture. And I personally, I don't know any woman that's 7+ feet tall. So the picture was crazy. I'm going to see if I can get it for you guys and put it in. But right here, it was creepy.
And
straight out of the ring.
The house was completely empty.
Personally, I feel like this could be the most active place I've ever been to.
Just the feeling you get, the presence
Just
of being
the
in here
feeling.
is I don't know. It gives. I don't usually get those eerie feelings, but what? Your facial expression tells me you see
No,
something.
I forgot there were stairs down here.
You scared me. Oh yeah, those are the back stairs. What basement has front stairs and back stairs? Like,
That just screams
that
rich.
insane?
Screams rich.
I'm gonna take the back stairs to the basement today. Look at that. Such a funky piano. This looks like it's like an auto. It'll scroll for you so you can read music.
Oh, like read the notes.
Music. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what that is. That's pretty crazy.
These railings are short. You know how easy it would have been for somebody to fall?
Yeah, honestly, they're like below your hip. Yeah. They're not really holding you.
I feel like you just go some places and you just like, it feels like this place, you go to some old places and it doesn't feel a certain way, but like a place like this you walk into and it's just, you don't even have to like be in here to tell there's something here. This is Ellen Pierce's suite, the red room. All right, so a little history here. 2 of his wives died here in this room. 2 of S.K. Pierce's wives died here, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, and the first one was his first wife died in this room 2 weeks after the house was built.
Mm-hmm.
So she moved in, died, married a second wife. I don't know how long she lived here, but died in the same room.
It's crazy.
Yeah. You're sleeping in here tonight, right?
Oh, God. This is Maddie Conwell's suite. And something about this room. There's a couple things about this room. She had a drawer right next to a heater. So she had heated clothes. And Mrs. Pierce didn't have heated clothes. So in some cases, she actually had more luxury than Mrs. Pierce. So it's bad.
Yeah, and the last piece here, I'm gonna let you get right in that closet and tell the story.
All right.
This was the old.
I swear, if I
You don't fall through that floor.
I'll stay in here.
This is the old dumbwaiter shaft.
So this story here,
What the?
what was that?
What the?
What was that? Doesn't that go to Mr. Pierce's room?
Yeah.
Bro, there's no way. What just happened?
I don't want you in the closet, I guess.
All right, well, I'll just keep telling the story. So, in here, a 8-year-old kid was pushed out of this closet while he was playing a game, right?
He's playing hide and seek.
Hide and seek, and he got pushed out.
Bro. What is that? I swear it's coming from the tube.
Yeah,
So this was the nursery.
it was a nursery. So something about this room is that it was the past owner, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
not the owner right now, the past owner. He was laying here, I believe, on this bed.
No, so this used to when this was a functioning house. I don't know when they sold it, but the previous owners, fairly recently, and this was his office. So right in this corner here, he had his desk. Wasn't a bedroom set up like it is now, and he was working on the desk, and he turns and he sees someone come up right out of the floor, look at him, and go right back down. And this man was an artist, so as soon as he saw that, he immediately drew it,
And that's it right there.
and that's who he saw come out of the floor.
Tell me that's not creepy.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine just having that thing just like grab you in your sleep.
No thanks. Every time I come somewhere with you, I don't want to sleep anymore.
Yeah. Some bathrooms.
Yeah, so these are the back stairs. These are the servant stairs, which makes sense. Servants coming up to take care of the kids.
Mm-hmm. There's a bathroom here. And then this room right here. Now this is the room that we need to check out.
Yeah.
And there's a lot about this room. All right, so this room was S.K. Pierce's room.
Yeah.
Like I was showing you in that other room. Right here. Those are the things to talk over there. So the previous owner actually sold the house, and she was very fed up with this house because the amount of activity. This bed right here, she was sleeping right here, and her husband was, I think, a room over. She was sleeping. He was doing some work at a table, and then she just starts screaming and screaming, and he comes in. He's like, she's screaming because something's holding her down, which is terrifying. He had to like rip the sheets off, and like she's like, when she gets up and everything, she's like, I'm done, I don't want to be here anymore. And they left the next day. So this is such a gorgeous house. Like, I don't know. And then just a closet. And that's S.K. Pierce.
That's the gentleman himself.
All right, everybody. James and I, we were up on the 3rd floor. And it sounded like when we were in the room that somebody was talking through a camera. So at first it sounded like a person, then we tried to debunk it because we were just curious. We don't want to show you guys anything that's not real. Turned out it's my dad's camera that he's filming here. But he said he didn't touch it, and we're gonna show you what it sounds like and prove to you guys that it's not. But we don't hide anything from you guys. We're totally true about everything. So let's do it. The camera's right here. We heard the noise from in here.
Yeah, hopefully the noise was caught on.
Oh, I'm hoping.
Yeah, it was loud, so I feel like it was.
Dad, can you make noise to that camera? I don't think it was.
No, yeah, that wasn't it.
No.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. No, that wasn't it. It sounded like a kid. Like, yeah, we're good.
Well, why don't you go back in the closet really quick and see if. I know we're not technically investigating right now, but.
Or can you go in S.K. Pierce's room and talk in that thing? I'll stand in here.
into the.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
do that. I'll stand right here.
You're making me go in there alone.
Oh,
If it
you're
was
fine.
not light out, I would not be doing that.
Oh
but
yeah, I wouldn't either.
for you,
Hey, I'm standing in the room that got pushed.
all right, I don't know which pipe. Do we know which pipe it is? There's two.
Just try both.
Okay. All right, this is a first for me here. I'm trying one right now.
Yep.
Hello, 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 hello. Do you hear anything?
Yeah, I hear you.
You hear anything coming through the pipe?
Yeah, it sounds a little different. I don't. Let's just go up the next floor. Let's go.
Yeah.
You lead the way this time.
This is before one thing we should touch upon. So this safe right here is the only thing that was original to the house. So that was actually his.
Well,
safe.
one of the original. I mean, there was the thing that goes through the wall.
Oh right.
This
right.
was the
piece of furniture.
Yeah, this is the original piece of furniture.
Correct.
Here.
Yeah.
And if you guys could just, you guys can't tell, but this thing is so thick. Like, my hands are big, and I can't even, like, this thing's massive, and it's so heavy. This thing has to weigh close to 2,000 pounds.
Yeah, there's a reason they left it.
Oh yeah, no, you need a trailer to bring that thing anywhere.
It's kind of crazy that it's on the second floor too. I wonder how they must have like run a beam right under it to support it.
Yeah, probably. There's no. Yeah, they had to have had something.
Yeah,
for sure. All right, would you like to lead the way up the stairs?
Sure.
You can lead the next 2 floors.
Oh, that's right. There's still 2. And I'm getting winded. It's like
No, it's a
like
workout.
climbing a skyscraper.
Let's get behind me.
It's
just
like
in case.
dark in here. I don't know. It's like weird.
So this room, was this for kids? Do you know?
No, this is where all the servants stayed. So there were cots everywhere.
Oh, everywhere.
And it was just servants sleeping up here.
All right. It's pretty big. It's a big spot. You could definitely fit a lot of people up here. And then in here, let's show you guys something pretty cool.
Here, we might need a little light for this.
Here, let me turn on the light.
Is there a light in there? Oh, great.
So this is original, like, steel and stuff. This thing right here, it's huge. It's gotta be 2,000 gallons, easy. 3,000 gallons at least. It's pretty deep. They actually would take rainwater and it'd go in here, and when it filled, they'd bring it downstairs. I heard that.
Yeah. Every time you're like focused on something, I just hear stuff
talk.
behind me.
You hear it, and it's crazy. This is the craziest walkthrough I've ever done.
Yeah.
So we're not even investigating it. But rainwater would go in here. They would bring it downstairs and everything. So pretty cool.
It was a way to have running water inside before there was running water inside.
Yeah.
Pretty ingenious, honestly.
I feel like that way of life must have been so hard.
Yeah. We have it easy, man.
We truly do.
We really have it easy.
And like, history is cool. I wish I could live through some of that history, but there's so much more negative than there was positive back then. All right. Well, this room was the maid's room. 2 of the girls would have stayed here. 1 bed here, 1 bed there. One of the maids were that 16-year-old lady who was. People have said they've heard women laughing outside when they have this door shut. They've seen this door shut, slammed shut, and hear laughing. They've been out there and have heard laughing in here. And they don't see the maids, but they have heard them, and they're very vocal. So hopefully we can catch some of those laughs tonight. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. And this was I wish I could remember her name, but the 16-year-old that they found the bone of in the basement, this was her room. She was one of those 2 maids.
It's crazy.
Do you think, we weren't told about this, but do you think that's another one of those pipes? Those talking pipes just painted over? I mean, what would that be?
Oh, maybe it's that second one in SK's room.
Comes up to here?
Maybe. but that's because they're maids. So like maybe,
Oh yeah, telling them I
But-
need you. But why would they?
or
paint
maybe
over?
maybe it was the butlers. I don't know.
It's just weird they would paint
It
over
is
that
weird.
one, and two they wouldn't mention it.
Yeah, it is a little weird. All right, well, let's go to the next show. Would you like to lead the way?
Graciously.
I mean, it could be worse. I could be walking out of this room and this door would slam behind me.
Yeah, this room just gives you eerie vibes.
He had friends that would come here, and evil is not the right word to use. I don't want to say evil. Like, there was evil things done here, but
The people were,
there's evil things everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, there's good things everywhere. There's probably a lot of good things that happen in this house, but this room, S.K. Pierce, he had a pool table. Famous people would come that knew him. A president, right? A president has come here. Stuff
Coolidge,
like
I believe she
Coolidge.
said. There's another one here.
Maybe that was for that room. I don't know. I don't know how they put those through all the walls.
Isn't that crazy?
Here, let's do something, all right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna maybe the people here like to play little cards or something. Do you think they had cards back then? Maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, probably. Or maybe checkers. How about this? We'll set up a game. All right. All right. We'll do a move.
I don't remember the last time I played checkers. Do a couple.
All right.
Get the game going.
Yeah. All right. Here, let me put this up here. You get the video of that. I'm gonna
Yeah.
set up a camera right here. All right, so I'm gonna go here.
I think there's a reason that I don't play checkers. I don't know. I don't really know what to do. It's kind of like tic-tac-toe, where you just mimic the other person until someone makes a mistake.
I think we can pick this up later.
Let's see.
Unless if anybody wants
Yeah.
to join in and finish this game for us, you guys can move some pieces. We'll come back. We won't touch anything. So, here we'll play. I don't know. Let's just see. If you guys want to move some cards around, you can too. That's fine. If you want to set up a game of cards, we'll play anything. So I'm a big, not a big gambling man, but I'll play a game or two. So if any of you guys want to move any stuff around, continue the game, we'll 100% be okay with that. So I'll beat any of you guys at checkers.
It's a challenge.
Or actually cards. I'm better at cards. So if you guys want to grab any of those cards for us. Hey, if we come downstairs, after we come down, can you change some of those cards and the things around for us? Here, actually, let's set up a game so we know if they did something.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll start a new game for you. You got first turn, so you get first turn. I called being white. You got black, so. All
Make
right.
it happen.
That way, people won't. If we go back downstairs, we stop the camera, and we come up, people aren't like, "Oh, he faked it."
Right.
So I care more about that than anything actually.
I hear you.
happening.
Yeah.
Look at this. It's high up. I wonder if they've seen anybody up here.
I'll tell you what. I do have a fear of heights, and just walking through this house like triggers it. Looking out the windows.
That's
The
creepy.
ceilings are so high, you don't realize how high we actually are.
Oh yeah.
We're so high up. It is pretty crazy, though. I mean, imagine like when this house was built, living here. It's kind of like King of the Castle vibes. You know, you're looking out here and you're above everything. The only thing taller is the church because that was
That like, had to be the highest.
Yeah, that
thing.
was everything but law in those days. But yeah, you're above everything else.
I wonder if they like ever had somebody just stand here and just watch like stuff up here to make sure everything was good. Because I mean, back then, like
it's like a lookout.
Yeah, I mean, back then, you would always have to fear somebody's gonna come over and just shoot you.
Right? Yeah. That was like the Wild West.
Yeah. All right. Hopefully, some of those checkers have been messed with. No, nothing. Well, we'll just leave it here, and if you ever want to play, you can change things around for us. So. You ready to investigate tonight, James?
Yeah, cautiously optimistic, man. This is quite the place. I mean, our tour had more activity than some of the places we've been.
Oh yeah. To let you guys know, we have Jason Hawes, my dad, and JV, his dad, here tonight. So it's gonna be a fun little four-way investigation.
Yeah.
So let's do it. All right, guys. Just to let you know, we were just walking down the stairs, and Dad, did you touch the camera? No, I mean like we just walked by it and it moved. No, like literally the whole cord moved. Like the whole cord looked like it got yanked.
Yeah, like
when there was a loud noise and we looked back and the thing's like
the cord was moving, like it was just pulled.
It was just turned towards us at the stairs. Hold on, let's see if we can. Yeah, you.
Yeah, we're here. We're here.
This is all I can do. Yeah, no,
that's not what happened.
The whole thing was yanked. Can you go back? Can you?
Yeah, I was gonna say this camera was not pointing this way before.
Is there? I don't know if we can show this, but is there video on your thing? Could you go back or no?
It's kind of funny that the only thing we have in here is this camera, and it's like
when we first walked down the stairs.
The only thing
literally like 30 seconds ago.
It's like they know it doesn't belong. And it's right next to the original safe, which is also pretty wild.
Oh my God. Hey.
You actually got it?
We have it on video?
Yeah.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah, let's see if I can get it.
You guys are standing
Guys,
there?
watch this. Yeah, we heard a noise.
I mean, the whole camera shot. It's the cord so much. Isn't it?
And the camera doesn't turn that way.
That's weird.
The whole thing.
And do you see where it pointed? It pointed right to the closet.
Yeah. We come down the stairs. I'm like, oh, this place is crazy. Like down here is a weird vibe. We walk down the stairs and then boom, we hear a noise. We turn and the cord's shaking.
That's really bizarre.
That is.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole,
Did you save that clip?
Yeah. Oh, I got it. I'll move the signals.
This is gonna be a good night.
And then as that happened, that's when we were saying this has been a really active house tour.
Yeah, no, we even stopped and we looked at the camera. We're like, this is crazy. We've got more evidence just doing a walkthrough. Like we heard voices, we've heard noises, like everything so far already. And we haven't even started the investigation.
That's good.
So it's gonna be a good night. All right, guys, stay tuned for the investigation.